This is what you call a fantastic Pokemon card set. Terastal Festival. I'm a little bit late to this one. Don't worry, I'm well aware of it. But that's because I've been doing stuff, you know? Life's busy, things are going on, you know? December was a busy month, work's wrapping up. There was a few big videos that we were trying to get done on the main channel, OK J-Love. If you've just stumbled upon this channel, this is J-Love Yaps. There's no real rules here. I tried to make it a little bit more low-key and relaxed. And someone said that I just was making it really awkward. They told me to just shut up and put the cards in the sleeve, bro. So I'm going to try and be a little bit better in this one because I'm a little bit more excited about this set. The last box that I opened up here was Paradise Dragona, which was a good set, mind you. That's part of Surging Sparks, Japanese. But this is Terastal Festival, and this set is pretty good. A lot of people said that this was going to be kind of bad, or that it was going to be mid. Would you believe that this sat on the Japanese Pokemon Center website, like their official Pokemon Center, for pre-order, 5 booster boxes per person limit for 2 months, 2 whole months. And it just sat there. Even after we saw the evolutions, blurry, right? But even after we saw the very blurry evolutions and we couldn't really figure out, you couldn't really gauge whether they were good or not because you couldn't see them because they were smeared in vast. Hey, I'm not getting into that. Even after we saw that, we knew what was coming. People still didn't pre-order it until the day before, then it sold out. 35 AUD? No, 35 USD a box. About 50 AUD per box once you put shipping in another $10, so by far the cheapest. Why did you shuffle them, Julian? Actually, don't call me Julian. It's really weird when you do that. Don't do that. Why'd you shuffle them, J-Love? Because you can map this set. You don't know what mapping means? Basically means once you open the first pack, you can figure out what's in the rest of the box. Is that not the dumbest? Like, you can do it, but I mean, you can do anything these days, but anyway, I don't know why they would make the boxes like that, but they did. Somebody figured it out. Never buy loose packs of Japanese sets because they can be weighed anyway. So it's already sus. You know what I mean? Because you can weigh the packs and you can work out whether it's got a hit in it. That's been something you've been able to do since the dawn of time. But Terastal Festival, ooh, what a great card. Speaking of, it's taking the art rares out. Now, I've spoken a little bit about how I don't like how art rares have gone because art rares are really good. But once I saw these reverses, I gotta say these are the best Japanese reverse holos they've ever made by far because they really flesh out the artwork. And so we often say this as well, like a lot of illustrations, they should have been a special art, right? Or they should have been a rare. This is an example of making those illustrations really good, making them stand on their own. So this is just the Pokeball reverse, that's fine. But look how good it looks just looking at the texture of the Sylveon. Really fleshes that out. Just the water around their feet, the ripples. It's really nice. So everything has this like this extra layer of texture around it. Really fleshes the whole thing out. And a Blood Moon Ursaluna. Really nice Hoot as well. So Terastal Festival, eh? I didn't open this on main channel because I had a lot going on. And I was like, you know what? I'll just do it when I'm ready. When I actually want to suck it in and enjoy it. Don't clip that. But you know what I mean? Like, there's always a big rush when these sets come out. You got to open them straight away. Got to get the video up. Got to get the quick views. I just couldn't be bothered. You know what I mean? I like to have fun opening these packs. And that made it seem like work, you know? They say that you should never make... Ooh, what's this? Another one. Oh, we got 2. Okay, 2 so far. Zoroark. I guess I did shuffle it. They say that you should never make... Oh, it's pretty nice. It's a little bit too bright. Let's bring that down a bit. I feel like that's a little bit better. They say that you should never make your hobby your job unless like you can find like that proper work-life balance, and I agree with that wholeheartedly, because doing this like on day dot, I don't even have my boxes yet. It just was like it was stressing me out, but maybe that's just because I'm a stressed out person. I don't know. It's the idea of like doing this over and over and over and over again endlessly, just it seems grim. You probably gather that anyway because the main channel, OK J-Love. If you haven't figured out, this is a second channel. The main channel, I don't really do box openings on them anymore. I got 3 in a row. Damn, so when do you get a Master Ball? So I guess we just pack this up and stop doing the opening. But yeah, in the main channel, you don't see me really opening these up anymore because it just felt like I had to do it for the sake of doing it. I like this one actually. This is good. This is pretty good. Nidangiru. Pretty good. Dragapult, EX, and a Tatsugiri. So yeah, here I am now doing it because I'm relaxed. Christmas is finished. What is it? It's not New Year's. It's like, what is it? The 20. I should look at the day. It's the 27th here in Australia. I can breathe. You know that feeling when you can just like exhale and I can just like chill out and do this? That's where we're at now. So been looking forward to doing it. It wasn't like I didn't want to open up this set. I just didn't want to make a big song and dance about it. So that's what's been happening. Booster. This is pretty good. All the evolutions have really nice, just rare, or what do you want to call these? Just like regular illustrations beyond just their special arts. Their special arts are very nice. Walking Wake. I really don't like how Walking Wake had has a gold card in this set. By the way, fantastic Uninori card. I don't know if you guys saw. We have an Uninori. Wait, do we? Where? What's going on? I'm fading. Uninori. No, we have an No. Yeah, Uninori got a... okay, there's just a lot going on. Sorry, I just mental boomed myself because I was doing the Poker Guardian podcast with Primal Lugia. Go check that out, by the way. I've been having a lot of fun doing that podcast. And we were talking about the Meowth promo. It's still Japan exclusive. It's a promo in Japan. But Uninori is an artist that I really like from this, I guess, this... What do you call it? Like this graduating class? This new class of artists that came through at the start of this year. And they got their first art rare, and it's really nice. So whenever I see Uninori cards, I'm pretty sure the Kadabra was one of their first cards. I get kind of excited. Dustmarks is not bad. Yonwaru, the what do they call this? There's just like a lot of things going through my mind. I'm just getting LAIC flashbacks. Pulk Bombs. Yabancha. Okay, Hydrapple. I really don't like that Pokemon at all. Really nice card by Mingo. That's where I was getting. I was like, did you guys see that new Uninori card in Battle Partners? You didn't, because it doesn't exist. But you may have seen the new Mingo card. So this was, I'm pretty sure this was Mingo's first card. Another artist that debuted in the last like 12, 14 months. This was in Temporal Forces. Mingo is illustrating that promo, the Battle Partners one, Iono's Watch Rule. I don't know if you guys saw, Japan's getting an exclusive box promo with the release of Battle Partners. And I like that a lot because box promos are very cool. It's Iono's Watch Rule. It's by Mingo. So it's Mingo's first art rare and it's a banger. It is a heater of a card. It'll probably come out as like, I don't know, an ETB promo as a guess when Journey Together comes out in March. But God, that card is really good. And I like that it's like exclusive to Umidiguda, Morupeko, Koraidon. Ooh, okay. Oh, I think I know what this is. Have I been Ogerpon? No, it's Iron Hands again. I already hit this, but I like it a lot. It is a great card. Actually, Kazumasa Yasukuni got a new card just today. I'll flick this on the screen in a second and you can see the card, but it's from Battle Partners. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's one of the Iono trainer cards. So they are going to become a regular artist, which is fantastic because their style is incredible. Really nice Iron Hands SAR. This is a heater card. You know, it's crazy though. It's so cheap. And that's the weird thing about this set, because if it's not an evolution, people don't really care about it, which is wild because all the SARs in this set look fantastic, except for the Terras. Spoke about this a lot on the Poker Guardian podcast. Terra is just a failed design, maybe mechanically in the games, in the VGC at least. It's good, but in the TCG mechanically, it's really not that interesting. And from a design standpoint, it is miserable. The crown's really, I mean, the issue with the crowns is that if you look at the center of the crown, you can just see a little baby Terrapagus, and it just turns the whole thing off for me. But the really cool thing about the evolution cards, the SARs in this set, is that the best evolutions are the ones that hide the crown. So they're really tactical about where they place the crown. It's usually at the top of the card, and that little baby Terrapagus is blocked off. Once I saw that Terrapagus, it just broke me. So any SAR that isn't a Terra in this set, like Gold Dengo is crazy. I still haven't hit that. I wouldn't mind. This is a good card because, again, you can see like they kind of hide the crown. People say the stupid hats. Like I said, you get an artist behind certain Pokemon and they can hide it. And those seem to be the best Terra cards, or Terra SARs anyway. So yeah, Terra. Who let him cook? I'm glad to see the back of Terra. So goodbye, Terra. I'm not going to miss you. This is the end of Terra because it is Terastal Festival. Kichikizu. The Pheasantipity. All right, we have Maximum Belt as the ace spec and Roaring Moon. I don't know if we're going to get... You can possibly get one more card. One more cool card, like a gold or a trainer. So you do have double bangers. I don't believe you can get God packs once you've hit your SAR, but... Nice Vaporeon. Really nice. Tide Akatsu. They can do no wrong. I think this is actually probably the sickest card from the set. This is going to be... And this is like probably one of the best designed Pokemon as well. From Scarlet Violet. So the Japanese name is also cool too. Solbrezu. It just sounds cool. It looks cool. Everything about this Pokemon is cool. Ceruledge is... Yeah. Ceruledge is a heater Pokemon. Terra. This is probably one of the very few good Terra Pokemon in the TCG. One of the very few. It's Ogerpon. It's Charizard. EX. And then... Whoa, geez. After that, I mean, like, you could make a case for Stone, the Stone Ogerpon, Wellspring. I love this Totodile. Minamitake, great card. I actually hit the Master Ball of that. I was pretty excited. And I think that's kind of like what turned me on the Master Balls. But yeah, very few good Terra Pokemon. I don't think this is the double banger. So that is it for box 1. So that's what you call like a mid box, because I didn't get a Master Ball, and the SAR is like one of the lower SARs. But I like it. I think I have 3 of this now because I bought it as a single for 500 yen and I've pulled 2 now. Fantastic. Box 2. So now that we've done box 1 and we've had a bit of a look at it, we're going to get into some of my criticisms with the set, because the set is by no means perfect. And I guess the issues with it are complex or simple, depending on how you want to look at it. I mean, one of the first is that, like I said, Terra Pokemon, they're a bit of a failed design. Go check out the Poke Guardian podcast if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, or our full thoughts on that, together with Primal Lugia, as we call him, Primal Guardian. Terra, failed design. Second to that, no art res is a bit of a weird decision, because, you know, historically, with sets like this, high-class sets, Japanese high-class sets, the once per year ones, that have really nice SARs and a lot of variety in them, that aren't shiny sets like last year's, which was Shiny Treasure GX, historically, they'll have art res in them as well. And when I say historically, I mean VMAX Climax and V-Star Universe. And art res have made VMAX Climax and V-Star Universe 2 of the best high-class sets ever. Now, taking them out is a bit of a weird one. Obviously, it's more work to have art res in your set as well. But those sets had reverse holos too. Now, they weren't as good as the reverse holos that we've got in here, the Pokeball and the Master Balls. But those sets, they had reverse holos as well to complete, same as Pokeballs, not as Master Balls, as well as the art res, as well as the SARs. And so every box you open had a lot of variety. Now, cards like this, we really don't, these don't count, you know, these aren't hits. There's probably like hundreds of thousands of these floating out there. I don't know how many, have you seen how much of this set is being opened around the world? It is honestly, it's insane, right? So those EX cards, I mean, while they're cool, oh, okay. Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks EX, I guess. Should I just rip the 3rd box? I feel like we should just rip the 3rd box. I mean, and this is my point. This is like what I'm talking about. I'm going to rip a 3rd box because why not? Because they're going to print the living hell out of this set, so there's no point having just a random loose box sitting around. But the problem with this set is because you don't have the art rares in it, you once you get this chase, that's it. And so it really like magnifies the gambling component of opening up booster packs, because there's not a lot of variety in this set too. A lot of the cards that you're looking at, the illustrations, I'm talking about the illustrations. We know high class sets are reprint sets in Japan for like good, solid, strong cards in the game, right? But a lot of the artworks have been reused. So as you're opening a box, you're seeing less variety, right? And there's less interest, or like there's less to keep you going beyond, will I get an evolution or not? And that is like, that's a big strike. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty big strike. I'm just gonna go straight into a 3rd box, because let's be serious, that's what you're all here for. Like, that's why people watch box openings on YouTube. They want to see whether the person that they're watching is going to get the good card that they want or not. And so, I mean, if I want to keep talking about this, I kind of have to keep doing this, but I made my peace with that. And none of these videos are even monetized, because this channel doesn't have 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you're thinking this is a regular OK J-Love video and you're on OK J-Love main, now is a good time to be like, wait, hang on a second. No, it's J-Love Yaps. I'm not subscribed to this channel. Click subscribe. Get us to over 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure we can do it. Okay, now that I've said the thing, I sometimes think, how many subscribers have I not gotten over on OKJ Love Main by not telling people to subscribe? Because I never tell people to subscribe there. So, with that said, third box, right? The thing with it is that while the Pokeballs are cool, and while I like what they've done with them, and while I think they elevate the set, by not putting art rares in, we kind of lost a little bit. And I feel like creatures could have given us art rares and Pokeballs. There's no reason why it was one or the other. And that docks a lot of points off this set for me. Bit nervous, because I still got a little bit more that I want to say. So, while I like it, right, it's definitely not the best high-class set. It doesn't hold a candle to V-Star Universe and VMAX Climax. I'd probably put it in like the GX Tag Team All-Stars category, the 2019 Sun and Moon high-class set, because its highs are really high, but its lows are low. And that is what made VMAX Climax and V-Star Universe so good. The highs were high, and the lows weren't that low, you know? You didn't hit a great SAR, you still walked away, oh, what a great card. This is one of the best cards from this year. It is just, look at this. Look at this. This has to have a Pokeball. I really hope it does. And tell me it does. Somebody in the comments tell me it does. Oh. Okay, Chi-Yu. Oh. Okay, cool, Sylveon. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, now, see, that excitement's there. And the excitement is what makes this set good, because, let's be serious, Japanese Pokemon sets have had pretty low lows this year. Like, there hasn't been like a huge, like, you haven't seen like the fever pitch that we saw in the last block of Sword and Shield. They've been good, and the work in the cards in each set have been great, but you haven't seen that fever pitch like we're seeing now with Battle Partners. And why are we seeing that with Battle Partners? Because we've got art rares again, and we've got a lot, and it's making and art rares just make opening up packs better. So, I mean, you even seen that with English sets these days, because the hit rates have gotten worse. I don't know. I don't follow English a lot, right? But the hit rates have gotten worse, and so I like this alternate Raging Bolt. And so that chase is back, right? Now, last year, I made this video about why Pokemon cards stopped being fun. And in the video, I spoke a lot about how there's no chase anymore, right? Like, if you're like a purely like value-driven pack opener, you only open to get a good card. And if you don't, you are sad, right? So because the first few sets of Sword and Shield had very good hit rates, if that was the kind of collector you were, the dopamine-driven collector, if your dopamine receptors were broken, those sets were boring. Everyone else was enjoying them, so they were still fun. And that was the message of the video, right? That video is kind of moving again, so I'm getting a lot of comments from people saying, this is not true. But it was at the time, definitely was. And so I'm getting like hesitant here. And so with English sets having stiffer hit rates, why do I keep saying weird words like that? Having stiffer hit rates at the moment, it's harder to pull a good card. People are getting interested again because that chase is back, right? Randomly sleeve the Sylveon. Well, why not, right? So that's why I think we're getting a lot of excitement around Battle Partners, and we'll probably get a lot of excitement around Journey Together. Even if the hit rates, oh, well, it's really weird, isn't it? The dynamic there. In Japanese, if you're getting a lot of value for money, the box becomes more popular. In English, if you're getting a lot of value for money, the box is less valuable for investors, but collectors really enjoy them. So this is a great card. It's Mingo again. I'm pretty sure I got the Master Ball of this, and I'm very happy about that because the card is fantastic. Koraidon, Iron Hands, and Scream Tail. Another Uninori card. See what I mean? So like, I like all these, great Leafeon as well. I like all of these illustrations, but a lot of them you've seen before. And that's because, Scarlet Violet's been a good block. So yeah, that's my criticism of the set. Now am I gonna say it's a bad set? By no means it is a, no, I'm not saying it's a bad set. All right, it's a good set. It is one of the better sets. It's definitely one of the best Japanese sets. But it could have been better, and that's it. That's all. It could have been better. It wasn't. It is what it is. We move. Battle Partners looking good, and it's a step in the right direction. So, I feel like if next year's high class set has the art rares, has the Pokeballs and the Master Balls, could be one of the best ever. I'm gonna go out and say that very early. This is like Chien Pow's Bax Caliber's most favorite card of all time. It's every single rod in existence. It's get 5 out of your discard, Pokemon and energy, and shove them in your hand. It's not even recycle. It's not even put in your deck and shuffle. It's put them into your hand. Crazy A spec. That's going to be a good one. So hold on to that if you pull it in what? Prismatic? Prismatic. Oh dear. I'm cooked on Prismatic. I'm not going to lie. Did not get a pre-order in. I'm finished. So don't expect to... If you see a Prismatic Evolutions pack opening from JLo, the world is ending because I did not get a pre-order in, and I'll be damned if I'm overpaying for English ETBs. Like I'm gonna have to pay for that. That's ridiculous. That's another topic of how, even though we're getting more supply than ever before, this investor wave that's come through, this wave of opportunists that just leave the Sandy Shocks. This wave of opportunists that's coming through is so much greater than the supply, and the supply is massive, and that is crazy, bizarre. But whatever. I just buy singles these days, mostly, unless it's like sets like this. I give it a crack. I have a crack at finding a god pack, at finding a chase card. You know, maybe find an Umbreon. And then I'm done. You know, the evolutions each are about 6,000 yen, so that's just a little bit more than the price of a box. I think that's pretty good. The only two that aren't are Sylveon and obviously Umbreon. Espeon's up there as well, but the rest of the chases pretty affordable. I guess Gold Pika is a little bit expensive too, but this is definitely a singles purchasing set for me. I've gotten most of my SARs at the floor. I don't think I'm gonna open up. I mean, like, I'm just gonna probably just do this in my own time off camera, because like the best you can find is an SAR, is an ultra rare or like a trainer. But is that everything? Have I yapped all I wanted to yap? What did we talk about? We talked about where I stand on the Pokeballs and the Master Balls. Yeah, I spoke about how I think getting rid of art rares was a mistake, but it is what it is, and we move. Ooh, yo, no Pokeball, but a nice Night Stretcher. And whoa, okay, so it's in the last pack. That's pretty cool. We spoke about a lot of things, you know. Maybe we just save it for another video. Maybe we just save it for the next video. What are we at? I'm trying to sort these so that the rest of my room isn't messy. I feel like I covered all my bases. I was pretty happy with this video. This was pretty good. As far as yaps go, this was decent. So where are we at? Thanks for a good year. Thanks for a fun year over on Maine. Okay, J-Love. Thanks for being warm to this channel, even though I uploaded 2 videos and I said I was going to upload frequently here. We'll change that in 2025. We got big plans. We're moving large. Check out J-Love streams. Okay, J-Love streams. If you want to watch the VODs from the live streams, because I did open up a bunch of boxes over at Twitch. Go check me out on Twitch as well. That's where I'm live streaming these days. Some YouTube live streams, but it depends. But that's about it. If you haven't subbed, sub here. That's the last time I'm going to say it. This is a great card. Flutter me. And it is... oh, Blood Moon Ursaluna. So it's a double. And that is how the cookie crumbles. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with another box opening next year when Battle Partners comes out. But until then, look after yourself. Have a great break. And see you in the next one.